Behind me is the man we really want to speak to here in our new studio on The Stupid Show, Ed Miliband, UK Climate Change Minister. He's currently doing an interview for BBC, then it's Channel 4, then he's got to rush to the airport, but we are hopefully going to grab him on the way out. I have to say he's looking extremely exhausted. Last time he slept was Wednesday, it is now Saturday morning.
We'd have wanted more clarity of ambition for 2050. That was something that was in the text until yesterday. It is disappointing not to have got the legally binding treaty, and it's disappointing not to have got the global goal. I think we will find it quite close to a 2-degree deal. So we can get to the high end of ambition if Europe, Japan, Australia and the American Senate bill all show the necessary level of ambition. It isn't an agreement to agree later on because countries are simply going to be going through a technical process of listing their targets.
Okay, everyone, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Well, he's got totally mobbed by every journalist from every country in the whole world, but we're going to head out to the car park and see if we can get him out there. Ed!
It wouldn't be the same without you, really.
Hi, Ed. So how would you summarise that on the scale from bad to complete total failure?
Certainly not total failure. I think that we could have had more ambition in parts of the agreement. For example, in terms of having legally binding targets for all parties, but developing countries didn't want to sign up to that. And that's a sort of fundamental fact about these negotiations. I think people will find when the emissions numbers come out by the beginning of February that these are ambitious targets that are broadly in line with what is the minimum.
Don't spin it to me yet. Come on, we both know what you were trying to get and we didn't get it, did we?
What makes you say that?
Well, because it's not legally binding, because there's not targets in there.
The targets will be in there by February the 1st. We know, broadly speaking, what the targets are, and we think they amount to something like 46 gigatons, as the scientists say, by about 2020, which is pretty close to what's required for 2 degrees.
I've got a suggestion for you.
Yeah?
I think that between us, as in you politician lot and us civil society lot, we should cut the UK's emissions by 10% by next COP16.
You've never mentioned
Mexico.
That.
I know, but listen.
You've never mentioned that to me before.
I know,
Franny.
but I think this is a lot more urgent now. If you could come back, assuming you're still in power, turn left, and say, look, the UK just went ahead and did it. As a strong statement. How much of a brilliant statement would that be?
I've always said to you I'm open to doing as much as we can on emissions. The fact is that we come out of here with 34% cuts by 2020. We want to do more. Yeah,
but let's cut 10% between us. I reckon we could get civil society to cut about 4%. If you could do 6%.
The difference between you and me is that I'm focused on getting Europe from 20 to 30%, which is the thing that will make. You say, I know.
Absolutely didn't happen, but it didn't happen, did it?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but you say, I know, as if it's like, oh, well, who cares? Well, actually, cares a lot. I mean, that's the thing to be focused on, because that is the thing that will make it most different to what you care about, which is the level of emissions.
I completely agree with that, but I don't agree necessarily that that's what would make the most difference, because imagine if the UK...
More different than what the UK does alone.
Neither of us know that, because if the UK made an... Yeah, but we've got to inspire the developing countries, haven't we?
Yeah, but have you talked to people in Europe about Europe going from 20 to 30, because it is a hard ask?
I completely agree. That's why if we did a positive step forward as the UK, we might just inspire everybody to follow suit.
This feels like round 9. Thank you very much.
See you, Ed. Well done.
Cheers.
Get some sleep, Ed.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Yes, last interview with Ed Miliband goes to The Stupid Show. Do you think I was a bit mean to him there? I mean, he has been working fucking hard. I have actually seen his schedule, which is the schedule from hell, and hasn't slept since Wednesday. It's now Saturday. And has, you know, the UK has a really, really great reputation, and everybody's saying, you know, that he couldn't have done any more. And in a way, it's not him that let everybody down. So, yeah, so maybe I was a bit mean to him. Then again, he's a fucking politician. They love it.